Okay, quick sound check before we get underway. Quiet, but it should be okay. All right. Only thing I need to do now is pull up my checklist, and we are good to go. That and opening my drink, that would be very beneficial, especially given the fact that my throat has just been crazy these days. There we are. All right, we are set. Welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. This is part 20 of the Elden Ring playthrough as we continue fundraising efforts for my wife, who, with her Morris Park Singer Choir group, has been invited to perform at Carnegie Hall in New York City. They have been invited out there to sing in January. However, there's no financial backing for them to get out there, and that's where I come in. I'm doing this as well as something else that you can see on the GoFundMe page in an attempt to be able to raise some funds for her so that way the financial burden is either cut by a fraction or cut completely. Either way, it's a success either way. um, feel free to donate if you can. If you cannot, there's no obligation to, so don't worry. There's no pressure for anybody to donate. Anytime I see somebody come into the channel and then see the fundraiser thing, I just want them to know you are here to have a good time and watch me die a lot, because we're in Caelid. I am going to die a ton. And maybe then the donation will be a pity donation. Who knows? Either way, if you can't donate, that is more than okay. If you still feel like doing something, even though you can't donate, maybe get some fresh eyes on the campaign and share the channel so that way somebody else can get some eyes on it. Maybe maybe they'll donate. With that being said, we are in Caelid. I got my replacement weapon, however, I do not have the proper stones to be able to get it up to the hitting power of the meteoric blade yet. And that's a shame. But it will get there, and it will be great. I think on average, the meteoric ore blade is actually more powerful than the Moonveil, but the Moonveil does have some quicker move sets to be able to put the enemy off their footing, so to speak. My orange cat terror is saying hello to everybody. Hope you're having a good night. Now let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to be hitting up a fort just south of the Gale Tunnel. This is our destination, but the site of grace we're going to be going for first is kind of, I think it's in this area, I'm not sure. And it should be easier to get there from the Rot View balcony, because we are not going to be able to get there from the Gale Tunnel itself. Okay. It is just spinning into morning at this point, so we should be okay for any nighttime enemies. And, nope. Oh, I was going to jump on the table. That didn't work. We're heading that way. Actually, you can just barely see it right where my hat is. There's a little shimmer. Kind of give that bird a wide berth. This might be... Nope, we're good. And let's take a quick rest so that way we can collect our thoughts from here. There's an invisible scarab off that way. Oh, too late. Come on back around, sir. I promise I won't. Oh, for God's sakes, really? There, got him that time. Why didn't you just walk back? Oh, maybe because I'm too lazy. From here, we're heading into Fort Gale. And kind of like the Castle of the Redmane, you have to go around the rear end of the building in order to get inside. You also have to consider on the way up that it is going to be it's going to be guarded by one of those real pesky bow shooters, and he can hit you from like clear across the map. So try and hug the right side as much as possible. Yeah, he's got me. All right, let's drop down here. Really? Okay. That's the ladder we need. And the lion sees us right the hell away. Not like it matters. Let's give this guy a hug. Did I not put on my... Aw, man. Lame. Okay, the rock thing is going to be your best bet. There we go. Lion's Claw is actually a really... It's actually a really good Ash of War if you're going to use the Greatsword. And if you are into the Berserk mangas, then you're really going to love it. Nice little references. Actually, throughout the whole Dark Souls series and this in particular, the director absolutely loved that whole series. And he always pulls inspiration from it. Okay, there's an heirloom that we can get. Here comes the big boy. Never be too ashamed to use the tools that you have at your disposal. Alright, Star Scourge Heirloom. Raises strength. I know there's another weapon that we can get, but I think that's down below. I think up here we just have a teleporter. Might be a little dark. I can't use that yet because I'm on the ladder. Yep. There we go. Yep, there is nothing more I can do up here because that will end us teleporting. That will end up teleporting us over to the fort way off yonder, Castle Redmane. And I personally don't want to do that yet, so we will hold off. Ghost, what do you have to say? Convene the Festival of War. Honor General Radon with a warrior's glory. It's in your hands, Sir Jared. There's something over on that side. I'm pretty sure. RWB. Whoa, look at all those mushrooms. See, it was worth it coming here just for those. This opens up the main gate. And then down here, I believe is where the other weapon is. Do not do that. That scared the crap out of me. Give me a second. Blah. I took a breath in, and I ate a bug. Gray bugs. Ugh. It's getting to that point in the season where bugs just get all over everything. And it's not because, like, anything in our apartment or anything like that. It's that sometimes I completely forget to close the screen door. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Yeah, sometimes I'll forget to close the screen door, and the bugs get in because of my dumb booty. And it's just not very good. We have one more thing to get here, and it's another spell. Do that, we got to go back around this way. There. Totally as according to plan. Flame grant me strength. Creates an invigorating fire within that enhances physical and fire affinity attack power. Does not burn the caster, and so it's considered forbidden by the Guardians of the Flame. Perfect. There is a cave somewhere in this area. And we're going to go there. Go. I'm not sure why my spirit ashes are still following along. We can hop on our... Yeah, there we go. Use whatever stone sword keys you need. We need 2 of them here. And let's take a quick rest. And there are 1, 2, 3, 3 items that we can get before we hit the boss. And this is a kind of a different cave system for us to work. It's actually a set of jail. It's a set of jail cells. And in order to advance, you need to go all the way through, pretty much go back around and find a secret floor and then double back through. It's weird. So obviously you'll come down here and you'll be like, I can't get in, because it doesn't even have a prompt for opening the door. So you go the only way that you can, and you just continue. There is the floor that we're looking to break through. As you can tell, it is not a pleasant place. So when you have to double back through, be very careful, or you will have a bad time. Oh, vulgar militiaman. Does not open from this side. Dang. Well, I guess that means yep, once again, just keep on going down. Stop burping at me. Yep, you'll come back through. You'll have all these items that you can pick up, so don't worry about it. You'll be able to come back through. It's a necessity. Actually, as long as... I've been able to get more random drops on this playthrough than I have on any other playthroughs, and my arcane is nowhere near as high as I would usually have it. A bit perplexing, but oh, ow. Sir, that was very unkind. Oh, yeah, that's great. FYI, pay attention to the ground. Poison caltrops. That's three. I thought there was one more in here, but I could be wrong. Yeah, smithing stone 5. Wait, what did it say? Mm-hmm. More golden runes are always a good thing. Obviously, I did a little over preparation. All right, now that you do that, all the jail cells open up, which means all those flaming people are going to be coming out in droves. You can deal with them however you wish. Oh. Good appraisal. Oh, God. I'm dead. Okay, there's one of the items. Not a good shield by any stretch of the imagination, but again, here we are doing collector stuff. Okay, nothing in there. More free runes in, and way down we go. More free runes. Saw that coming a mile away. Now, I didn't have a choice. I had to look for items. There we go. Stone sword key, another golden rune, and a wakizashi. That should be everything before fighting the boss. Melted shrooms. I don't need to go that way. You always have a little bit of time before you have to worry about panic pressing the roll button. Rainbow stone, golden rune. Oh, be very careful so that we don't have to backtrack this whole thing again. That would be silly. Don't need that on particularly. I don't even know why I kept, well, actually I do know I kept that on, but since I forgot about it, I think I'll just put that back on. I don't have the magic scorpion charm yet, so let's go, bucko. There, we got some ashes out of that. That's always a good thing. Perfect. What is the description on this? treasured. I can't pronounce that name. So, treasured sword of E. A lesser long vanished domain. The copper coloration is not to be confused for rust, but is a conduit for its wielder to move it by their will alone. Swords of dance through the skies. Cool. Don't forget to pick up this little bad boy. And that's it for that section. Ouch. I already did this section. But we can go south from here to get another site of grace, and this is where we picked up the meteoric ore blade before. Let's go get another site of grace. At the very least. And as such, let's go ahead and make it morning. Oh, wrong button. That's why I mentioned my butt. South from the jail cave. I'm just curious, what do I have for... Oh, I got 19. I'm real good. I don't got to worry a single thing about stone sword keys for the foreseeable future, but I'm still going to pick them up. All right, let's keep going south then. No, sir. I thought that was a site of grace over there. I was wrong. I can hear you. I can see you. Hiya! Perfect. Okay. Time to go fight an invader. I can't guarantee this is going to go well for me. However, let's put something right there. Hit a checkpoint just a smidge closer. Now we're getting invaded. That was not good. Woo. I'll take those, thank you very much. Oh, yes it can. Oh, now I see why. We're going to be going after that guy. Good job holding that thing up. RWB. We have a new Site of Grace. However, that wasn't the one I was originally looking for. The one I was looking for is Inner Aeonia. I know it's east of those ruins. These bad boys right here. It's right there. Actually, you know what? I am going to set my happy booty right there. There's a scarab up here that has an ash of ore that we can take. And if you so desire, this is also a really good place for farming dragonfly heads. Yeah. There we go. Sacred Ring of Light. Just because I absolutely abhor those little beasts. There are one or two. Yeah, those things especially. I think that's exactly why we wanted to farm them up. Make as many of those as we can. I don't think I need to create anything out of that. Man, I still have a lot of fire potions, don't I? Oh boy. Decisions. Do I? Because there's another scarab somewhere down yonder. Oh, there you are. Kamehameha. We'll get you with the poison. Perfect. I was worried I was going to have to look for that all over the place. Now, this is where it's going to get bleh. We have another site of grace, I think, that we can pick up off to the south. I think before I get too wound up and going anywhere else, I'm going to readjust my stuff here. Okay, nothing really I can use down there. Flame Cleanse Me would be really good about now. Temporarily. Let's put that on. Doesn't really matter which one we use, but that has 0 weight. What am I doing? Okay. Memorize spell. Let's do Comet. Let's do Magic Flip Blade. Let's do for close approaches. Cannon of Haima. That Gavel of Haima isn't really useful to me as of yet. Doesn't mean it won't be, however. That's not... There we go. Terra Magica will not be needed because we're going to be moving around too much. And then we want Flame Cleanse Me. So in case we get infected with Scarlet Rot, that's going to be our go-to for curing things. Alright, for real this time. Let's wait until morning, and then let's head south. I already got this. I'm an idiot. I mean, that's no new information, but I'm an idiot. Where we're heading is right there. That right there is a dragon that will always give me problems, no matter what I do. So for now, I call out a reinforcement for distraction, and then I do whatever I can from far away until I can get in and start whacking him on his foot. see if it works. Let's go, boys. Nope, I'm just fine with getting away. Oh, that's not good. Get out of there. There we go. So my long distance casting plan didn't work out very well. However, being able to get in quick and get out quick because of the horse or the donkey or whatever it is, I was able to avoid getting my literal butt stomped. So I was talking earlier about dragon spells, and after you beat this dragon, it opens up another church here. This is where you can get some pretty decent dragon communion incantations. Ooh, yeah, that's right. We also have a cookbook. What does that make anyway? Dragonwood grease. Nice. So let's examine this and take a look at what we can get. Well, a couple of these things we could have gotten from the Church of Dragon Communion to the southwest of Limgrave, going through that tunnel and everything like that. However, here we also have Rotten Breath, the way better Exykes Decay. Trust me, that thing can come in handy. And then you have a couple of other bad boys here that you can pick up as well. But you can see that most of these I just don't have the numbers for to be able to use. And that's fine. However, if you guys can use it, feel free. What time are we at here? Okay, we're currently at just under an hour. We might be able to do one more. No! I have lost my spot here. Give me 1 second. No, do not praise the head. The head is bad. Nobody likes that head. Oh. I do not enjoy the fact that I'll be going down there with the dogs. However, it doesn't look like I have much of an opportunity to do otherwise. Yeah, we gotta be careful over here. Oh, I forgot my damn rock sling spell. And that doesn't reach. Son of a bitch. Anyway. Well, actually pretty powerful. Okay, that at least gives us a little bit more breathing room to get down there and do some stuff. Yep, that's the pathway we got to take. Well, we're going to play it cool. We're going to give that doggo a pat on the booty. One charge and one regular. That's okay. At least we know it's down there, and we'll be able to... Oh, maybe not what I wanted to do, but certainly what's going to happen now, isn't it? Are we going to be able to survive that? Ooh. Hurt a little bit, but at least we made it. Let me quit out and restart this so I can get that scarab up. Kamehameha. Knew there was still something there. Friggin' jerk. Let's get set up here. Since I completely flubbed up my spell rotation, we'll go for Comet. We'll go for Cannon of Haima. We'll go for Magic Glint Blade, Carrion Slicer, Rock Sling, and Flame Cleanse Me. Should be good enough. However, I don't know if my skills will be good enough. This whole thing is Scarlet Rot. Son of a bird. Yep, the last thing I want to worry about is you guys stepping in and doing some stupid stuff. Oh. I need my Sacred Blade. Let's go. No, I am good. All right, sir, we are going to fight. Go. Now you can leave me alone. You little jerk. Let's do this real quick. I can make 3 of you. This. Distract the main ball. There we go. Nothing too crazy down here, but that scarlet rot can really make some stuff suck. Let's do one more thing. What are we at? 110? Cool. We got ourselves a boss that we can beat up on. So let's do it. Oh, that's a deathbird over there. We don't want to beat up. No. No, sir. No, no. No, 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 no. There's a much easier way to deal with that. And I will show you. Night Cavalry is more of the same. Ow. Good night, sir. And just like that, we have another Ash of War.
Trade again.
I don't think you have anything I need this time. Alright, now I think I already got the Windy Crystal tier. I think. Or maybe I didn't. Oh, maybe I was going through on my practice character and doing that. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. Roxling will be our friend. Let's get our flasks back up to snuff. Again, that's Deathbird. You don't want to deal with that just yet. There is a much cheesier way that you can... Really? Look, man. Alright, Roxling. Here's what we're going to do. Get down into sneak mode. If I put 1 point into faith, then with the seal, I will be able to use Flame Cleanse Me. However, let's do this. In case you didn't realize, Arrow's Reach Talisman increases bow effective range, obviously, but for some reason it also affects the distance that your Roxling can carry. Perfect. 3 Roxlings will take him out. There's one more bird you got to take care of. He's right there. And it is possible that he will be onto your shenanigans before anything can happen with you getting a good defensive posture. He has a head on a swivel. Yep. Dang it. There we go. And that's what we were going for down there. Before I do anything else, I do want to check over here and see if I got the golden seed or not. And it looks like I did, so perfect. That's another thing you can put in your Flask of Wondrous Physic, in case you're wondering what it's doing. Can be mixed in the Flask of Wondrous Physic. The resulting concoction increases the effectiveness of dodge rolls for a certain duration. However, damage taken is also increased during the concoction's effect. So, dodges and the iframes are much better for you, but you take a little more damage if you get hit. Here's the deal. Deathrite Bird. I have that listed on my to-do list. Obviously, you saw him over here. We have also been to Fort Ferrith, which is advantageous for us. Because, guess the hell what? We are about to cheese the ever-loving bejesus out of that Deathrite Bird. jump over this wall. And you see that big, white, lumpy hill up there? We're going to do one thing before we head down to Cheese the Bird. We're going to come down here. We're going to leap back up on top of that. Now it looks like I already got it. But anyway, there's smithing stones and stuff there that are really good. Don't do anything in this church yet, but you do want to grab that site of grace. And you might as well pick up a sacred spear as long as you're at it. There are enemies around here, so just in case, kind of get down and be as quiet as you can be. Normally I'd go talk to her, but guess what? We're not going to be able to do any. Well, we can do something with her now, but it wouldn't make sense to yet. So I need to rearrange here. There we go. Flasks are fine. No, I didn't want to wait till morning. There we go. Let's get Comet on. I am so sorry, lady. I will be back for you. Do not worry. Follow this rock face down. And cut to the south. First thing we're going to do is take this bad boy out. Perfect. Now we have a bow. We're going to use it. And to make the cheese even better, jump up here, jump up. You can see the wing of the death ray bird. What we want to do is get right about there. That should be good. That's it. All you can do is look at you. That's the name of the game. If he does that, you can step back. Obviously, he's pouting, kind of throwing a temper tantrum, a little hizzy, because we decided to take the high ground. And even though he has wings, and he should be able to fly up here, he chooses to stay on the ground like a little geek. Very nice. Once again, you can step back here. And there's not much to it. It's like a Bob Ross painting. You can relax. Have yourself a nice, warm beverage as you carry out systematic destruction of a fantasy bird. One more shot. Kaboom! And believe it or not, that is a very decent weapon. If for some reason you decide that you would like to go with this, that would not be the worst idea, because Ghost Flame Ignition is it's pretty OP. Unless they've nerfed it, then I don't think you're gonna have a single bad thing to say about that weapon. Alright, now I got my spot again. And I am going to stop it here. However, the next time we pick up, we'll be picking up right here. So let's go ahead and travel there, and then we can call it an evening. Perfect. It's nighttime, it's quiet, just the way I like ending things. And we did it in less than an hour and a half. Multiple bosses, new Ashes of War, a couple of different spells. And we're well on our way to overpowering the boss of that fort over there. I think for the next episode, we're going to be picking up the... there's going to be two things that are mainstays on our character. One is the Staff of Loss, and one is the Night Comet spell. It's about to get real messy for people up in here. So, that'll do it for tonight. Appreciate you guys tuning in, and if you're watching at a later date, thank you for giving this a watch. Remember, if you feel like donating, you can check out the comment in the pinned comment, and we'll go from there. If you can donate, cool. If you can't, no obligation, no worries. Just come and watch me fail all the time. For some reason, the failing is not happening. lately, but that could also be because I'm level 142, for God's sake. Which, by the way, we can get that up. And with the seal on, we have the requisite 12 faith to be able to use Flame Cleanse Me, which is good. All right, now we're good. I promise. Again, thank you for watching. Hope you have a good night, or if you're on the other end of the world, hope you're having a good day. Hopefully, I will see you again tomorrow night. But in the meantime, time for me to go celebrate a birthday. I'm an old man, and I celebrate in the only way I know how to. Taking Advil and falling asleep. Well, not really falling asleep. I don't ever sleep. Either way, I'm still taking Advil. Take it easy. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow.